he formerly had a big problem with grabbing the leash, and being handled by a new person in a new environment may trigger that, all his behaviors that he did before, to come back a little bit. And especially if he knows that that person doesn't really know what they're doing or can't handle him. You know how the dogs are. If they get that the person is unsure of themselves and doesn't know the routine, that they can get over on them. They're master manipulators. So if you do start to have that happen where he's grabbing the leash again and playing tug of war with it, see how I can't get him to do it because he doesn't do it with me. He knows he can't do it. And he knows that if he were to grab that, first of all, if I was in a fenced yard or something, which is where I practiced it at first, I would practice just dropping the leash and not giving it any energy, calling him to come to me, changing the subject basically. You never want to give bad behavior attention by correcting it, because that's why it never ends really, and you'll be correcting for the next year or years. It never really goes away. You think it went away and then it comes back. That's why we need to teach him to do something else in the place of that, so it just stops. You don't even have to deal with it anymore because that behavior dies out. You put something else in its place. So if he's grabbing that leash or whatever, then I would just call him to come to me, have him sit, practice a sit stay, practice a down stay. If you're out in public and you can't just drop the leash, which shows him you're not going to play tug of war, and that behavior gets no attention, and you can't do that because you have to hold on to the leash, obviously, you're going to have to use your skills in dog handling to still hold on to the leash, but have him sit. And his commands are strong enough to where if you say sit, he's going to sit and look up at you. Good. You can reward him with a piece of Natural Balance, because I always carry this lamb Natural Balance or turkey or beef, mostly turkey or lamb, with me. And it'll change the subject because I've done it so many times. It'll work pretty well where he'll just click in to focus mode, or you can say down, of course. Good. If you don't have food, like I just ran out, make sure that you tie the reward with the action of the word with the action of the reward. So its timing's everything. Good. It's not good and then petting him 4 seconds later. No. They're tied together, just like the food is tied together. Good. That was imaginary food. But when the food goes away, good. Or else it won't work that well. So if he's doing bad behavior, jumping on you, grabbing the leash, anything like that, show behind you what's happening. So dog's walking past, you saw I put him in a down stay. He's cool with it. He's about to turn around and look at me. Good boy. I had a little bit of Natural Balance dust left in my pouch there. I wanted to reward him for that. So he may be interested in the dogs, but he's got a solid down stay, therefore he can't possibly do anything. He's in a down stay until he's released. So this stuff is just happening, so we're just going to put it on there. Definitely don't give bad behavior attention by correcting it. Teach him to do something else in the place of that. And that way all you end up doing is just rewarding him for the new behavior, and the bad behavior just disappears. So actually starting off a dog and getting to this point is another story, and that would take a lot more time, and it's different with every dog to do what we've done with him. But this is like an owner's manual for the dog. This is how he acts now. If you do my moves, you'll get this. So you don't have to worry about the training part because he's already trained. You just do my moves, you get the training. So it's just practice the moves that I'm doing. It'll trigger this behavior. Okay.